Hello everybody and welcome back to another baking video. Today we're going to make an absolutely delicious chocolate cake. This is more of a special occasion cake. It's definitely one you wouldn't want to make every week. It is very dense, very rich and very heavy. Now, because this is being made for a special occasion, it's a 3-layer cake, but feel free to divide the recipe into 2 or 3. And it'll make a much smaller cake. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands, get the ingredients ready, and let's start baking. Ella, you ready to do some baking?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready to go? So the first thing Ella's going to do is put all the dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. I don't have one, so we're using a pot. So the first thing she's going to add is 3 cups of flour. Good girl. In we go. Thank you. And then shake this handle, get all the flour in. Good girl. Shake, shake, shake. That's it. See, it's coming out like snow. It's like snow. Ella's now going to add 3 cups of sugar. Can you put the sugar into the big pot? And in it goes. Good girl. It's hard to see today in that big pot, isn't it? She's then going to add 1.5 cups of cocoa powder. Can you put it in? Good girl. That's 1 cup. Good girl. And here's the other. Can you put that in? And 1/2 cup. Can you put that in the big pot?
Yeah.
Good girl. Thank you so much. Oh, it's okay. Good girl. Ella's then going to add 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Good girl. Ella's now going to mix the dry ingredients around before we add all our wet ingredients. Oh, here you go. Mix them all around. Good girl. Oh, it's too big, that pot. Will I tip it up? There, can you see now? Good girl, you mix it up. Thank you. So now that all the dry ingredients are mixed together, Ella's going to add in the wet ingredients. So the first thing she's going to add is 1.5 cups of buttermilk. Pour it in. Good girl. Oh, darling, well done. We're going to add 4 eggs. Eggs, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and 1.5 cups of hot water. I'm just going to use an electric whisk now to whisk this all together. So I have greased and lined my cake tin. If you have 3 cake tins of the same size, roughly about 9 inches, that's perfect. I only have 1, so I'll have to do my cakes individually. And then I'm going to use my cup measurement and scoop about 3.5 cups into the cake tin, and that will give me 3 even layers. And I'm going to put it in the oven. The oven is preheating at 175 degrees. And I'm going to bake it for about 30 minutes. So I'm just going to scoop the cake mix into the tin. So now all 3 cakes are out of the oven and cooling on a wire rack. I'm going to start to make the frosting. To make the frosting, I've put 230 grams of cream cheese in the pot, and now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of butter into the pot as well. I'm now going to whisk these two together before adding the remainder of the ingredients. Now that the cream cheese and butter are whisked together, I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of cocoa powder. And then I'm going to give this a mix together as well. The mixture will look quite dry, but that's okay. I'm now going to add 2 tablespoons of milk and mix it together, and then I'm going to add the icing sugar. So it is 8 cups of icing sugar. So after about 2 minutes of using an electric hand whisk to mix all the ingredients together, you will be left with this very rich and creamy cream cheese chocolate frosting ready to decorate the cakes. To stop the cake from slipping, I've put a little bit of the frosting on my cake base, and I'm just going to take my first cake and I'm going to turn it upside down on top of the cake base. I'm now going to add a layer of the frosting on top of the first layer of cake. I'm just going to spread it out nice and evenly around the whole cake. So I have my first layer of frosting. I'm now going to take the next layer of cake and turn it upside down and place it on top of the frosting. So the second layer is on. I'm now going to put another layer of frosting on the top and then repeat the process of putting the third and final layer of cake on top of that. So as you can see, the top layer, I didn't flip the cake upside down. I kept it the right way up. And we now have the 3 layers. I'm now going to cover the whole cake, the top and the sides, with the rest of the frosting. So the cake is now covered in the frosting. You can now add whatever decorations you wish, and it's ready to enjoy. I will repeat again. This is not a cake for every day. This is definitely a special occasion cake. It is very rich and dense, but very, very delicious. Enjoy.